Now, emotional intelligence is the ability to understand your emotion, understand the emotion of others, and being able to manage an interpersonal relationship judiciously and empathically.
Okay.
To use the word suppress, you can actually bottle your emotion. It's just like having an overflow. When you have an overflow, for example, a liquid, you have an overflow, the cover of the bottle can actually go off. So when you suppress your emotion, you're actually doing yourself a harm. So we don't suppress. What we do is we control our emotion. We get hold of our emotion. We navigate our emotion. Now, this is it. Emotional intelligence is of 4 parts. I think that will explain your question. The first thing is there are some people who are unconsciously incompetent. Now, when you say unconsciously incompetent, it means people who don't know about emotional intelligence and don't act emotional intelligence. That is unconscious incompetence. Now, there are some that are unconscious competent. They are not aware of emotional intelligence, yet their action shows emotional intelligence. We have people who are conscious competent. These are people who have the knowledge about emotional intelligence and also act in same manner. Now, for that person who nags, could actually fall in any of the categories. Could be unconscious incompetent, that she just acts in that manner. Now, for you to say you suppress your emotion and say, okay, oh, that is the person, you need to dig in. That is, every emotion is a data. For example, sadness. Sadness means you're actually losing something good. Now, someone who nags has something underneath that makes her to nag. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to have empathy. And empathy means putting yourself in the other person's shoe. So to say bottling up emotion, I think to suppress emotion would mean that you have not gotten to the peak of emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Because when you get to the peak of emotional intelligence, you'll be able to navigate your emotion. Navigating your emotion doesn't mean you bottle up. It simply means that you direct that emotion somewhere else. You direct that anger. Now, let me paint a scenario. Have you seen where a boss is attending to his employees and is like, oh, you're crazy, to the first person. To the second person, oh, you're crazy. And the first person laughed. Ogami. And the other person just frowned. Now, the two of them got the same message, but they reacted differently. Why?
Because one wants to be stepped on, and the other doesn't take nonsense.
Exactly. Now, that is just what emotional intelligence is all about. Sometimes you just need to understand that this person, like when you go to the driving school, there's one sentence that they tell every driver that goes to driving school. They say, see every other driver on the road as mad. You are the only one that is insane. That is sane. The same way emotional intelligence works. Now, if you are emotional intelligent, if the other person is not emotional intelligent, then you understand who the person is. That this person is not emotional intelligence, and I need to use my competence to deal with this person.
Yeah.
And that is why we are actually advocating that every sector should start teaching their staffs and even the boss. Africans could have said that, no, this is us. We don't want computers. There's always development. Change. And there's always change. And human development is key. So I guess it's not about losing yourself. It's about human development. If you must survive, we are all a survival being. We need to survive in our environment. If we must survive, we must move with strength. And the way things are going, emotional intelligence is key for interpersonal relationship. Okay. So if emotional intelligence is key for interpersonal relationship, and interpersonal relationship is not something that you can do without, then emotional intelligence is key. So it's not about losing yourself. It's about developing yourself. It's about human development.
Making yourself better.
Making yourself better. Thank you. It's about making yourself better. Because if everyone says, I want to be free, just like when you say power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you say freedom most times corrupts absolutely. If we decide that, okay, everybody be free, let us have an anarchy, what do you think will happen? Everybody be free, let's have an anarchy.
Chaos.
I'm an hungry person. She's always afraid. You are somebody who has high anxiety. By the time we know it, the world is upside down. So I guess it's about personal development. Being emotional intelligence does not make you perfect.
All right.
It doesn't make you perfect. It doesn't make you less perfect. It only makes you a better being. And there's always room for being best.
Okay.
So being emotional intelligence does not make you perfect. It just makes you someone who can live among people and make the difference. Let me use it that way.
Someone who could
Live among people and make the difference, the positive difference that we need.
Okay.
And if only everybody can take to that path, then the world will be a better place to live. Now, about qualities of emotional intelligent person, it just is in its definition. I have someone who works with me, is unconsciously competent. Unconsciously competent means he doesn't know about emotional intelligence, but every bit of his attitude portrays emotional intelligence. Anytime he acts, I see emotional intelligence in him. Now, what makes me see emotional intelligence in him? It's somebody, number one, he is somebody who understands his emotions very well. When he's angry, he knows he's angry. He doesn't put blame on other people. I think I'm giving the qualities. Somebody who is angry, okay, I am angry, or no, I'm sad, and because of that, I'm annoyed at you. Then you are not emotional intelligent.
Transfer aggression.
Transfer of aggression. So someone who is sad and accepts it that this is my fault. It is not you. It is me. It's about me. In fact, emotional intelligence, most times, emotional intelligence people put themselves in other people's shoes, even before putting themselves in their own shoe.
That's because they know their strengths and their
And
weaknesses.
they know their weaknesses, exactly. So
they can.
you get it. So emotional intelligent person is someone who can actually, who understands his emotion and can manage that emotion effectively. That is the first step. If you cannot understand your emotion and you can't manage, you cannot understand that of others. So emotional intelligence, again, is about someone who understands the other person's emotion. Oh, this person is sad. Then I need to be cool. Oh, this person is angry. I need to stay back and maybe probably later meet the person. This person is angry and is nagging. Oh, I don't need to actually nag back. I don't need to frown my face. I need to smile and let him or her know. Imagine if we are this. I think the suicide cases that we have in Nigeria will reduce. We need to understand. And empathy, somebody who has empathy. Empathy, very well. In fact, everybody needs it. Our leaders, the followers, we need to be empathetic. We need to have empathy, understanding the person, loving. In fact, the key of emotional intelligence is love.
All right. The key is love. Yes, you're a qualified.
Emotional intelligence professional.
Yes. So tell us, why did you actually go for that? And what is the story?
Oops.
Oh, sorry, we have a caller in the house before we do that. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Your name, please?
Yeah, I'm Florence.
Florence.
I'm calling from Lagos.
Oh, hello, Florence.
Florence.
Hello. Yeah, go ahead with your question. You're on to your coffee.
I want to ask about emotional intelligence.
Okay.
How do I deal with a situation where I understand my emotions, but I cannot control it? Because there are possibilities that you understand the emotions, but you cannot control it. How do I deal with that?
Thank you, Florence. All right.
Okay, I should answer.
Yes, please.
Okay, you understand your emotion and you cannot control it. Then I would say you are at the stage of knowing yourself. You are not at the stage of choosing yourself, which is navigating your emotion, having intrinsic motivation, and having intrinsic motivation navigating yourself, your emotion rather. I guess what she needs to do at that moment, you understand your emotion. You know you're sad, but you don't know how to control it. You know you have fear, you're always afraid, and you don't know how to control it. The first thing you need to do is have a noble goal. Have something. What do I want to be known for? Now, each time you want to react rather than respond to every of your emotion, make sure your noble goal comes to the head. Okay, I am angry. Okay, I'm feeling rage. Okay, if I destroy things, what I want to be known for, would I be known for that thing?
All right.
Have an intrinsic motivation, something that drives you. Then navigate your emotion. Okay, if I am sad, now let me give you a good example. A particular husband, okay, for example, I'm coming from my office and I'm sad. And I know if I get home and my wife doesn't prepare dinner, it may actually cause me to nag. The best solution to do is call her even before leaving the office. Hello? Or text if I can't call. Leave my hello, please. My dinner must be ready before I get home. Now, you have actually gone to the future and solved the problem even before getting there.
Okay, this is
You can join us tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tea or Coffee.